Okay, today we're going to be inspecting a roof. So first things first, we've got the ladder set up with 3 rungs above the roof line. That way we've got plenty of room to maneuver up at the top. So I'm going to walk up the ladder, maintaining 3 points of contact. We're going to look, see if they have an underlayment, which they do, which is good. Next thing, we'll get up here. So we're on the roof, then we'll open up software. So we walk the roof, hip roof. There are not, let's see here, no gutters, so we're going to recommend, note there's no gutters, recommend full gutters. Asphalt shingle, flashing, we'll leave alone. Pitch is average. Roof is soffit and static. We saw the soffit underneath and we can see some static vents all the way over, which is good. Gonna leave leak probability alone for a minute until we get in the attic. And then there's no skylights. Oh, okay, so now that I'm up here, we do have part of the roof is metal and it is flat. So we will go make that adjustment. Okay, now this roof looks pretty new, but if you can't find anything, or the first place I'm gonna look is look at your metals right here. Gonna look at our vents. So we've got, looks like a part pooped on it there, but you can see there's no dings or dents. So that's a good indication that the roof's in good shape. But we're gonna start. We'll just start on this corner. We've already noted improperly mounted roof equipment from the ground. We've got our electric mast right here. Everything looks to be caulked up nice and tight. We do have a decent trip loop over here. Now these shingles look brand new. Everything looks painted, so even if it is older, we can't tell or see any rust. But walk around, see if we can find any nails, any dents, anything coming up that shouldn't be. Nail pops, make sure we've got good slope everywhere. I'm not walking on the flat part of this roof, partially because it's metal and partially because it's just a porch, and I'm not 100% that it's going to support my weight. I don't want to find out the hard way if it doesn't. But just as we're walking around, any damaged shingles, make sure everything's caulked up nice and tight. So you can see plumbing vent is caulked. That tree's trimmed back away. But we can see the one up there doesn't. We got it from the ground though. But I'm gonna look while I'm up here. Looks like there's some storm damage up there that's knocked some limbs down, so I'm gonna go ahead and note that in the report. It's probably gonna hit the neighbor's yard and not this one, but you never know. So, picture. Now, because this roof's a little bit smaller, go walk on the ridge and see both sides. Really looks like they did a decent job. I'm not going to stay on the ridge the whole time. I'm going to walk around a little bit. The reason for that is to see if any of the decking is flexing. I don't weigh a lot, so I'm not necessarily going to cause it to move, but it's worth checking. Okay, so we do have a damaged shingle here, so we'll go ahead and note that. At most, it should just be replacing that one shingle, which should not be a big deal. Probably someone just a little careless on the install. And then it's not technically in scope, but we're gonna look at the building over there just to see if we can see anything, and that way if there is something crazy, nobody comes back. So where you see the white, most likely that's a skylight, just a more transparent material, but there's nothing we can see from here that would indicate any issues. So we've walked all the way around. We just found that one shingle. Everything else looks good. Now we'll get down. Awesome. All right, well, it's good to see you. Stay safe. I hope that knee's okay.
I hope so too. I hate having no surgery. I had no surgery, and I think I have to be on
Well, you decide that you're tired of hauling sprayers and hoses around, you let me know.
I think what's done it was fall around on my knees in the attic so much.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell all my people that you're not allowed to go anywhere that's not decked. If it's decked, you can walk on it, but it's tough to stay up there. You gotta have good balance. You gotta be careful, and oh yeah. Oh yeah. Brandon and I joke that well, being a home inspector is a level 1 man, right? Because you're working outside, you're working under houses, some unpleasant things. But being in pest control, that's a level 2 man. Because you got to deal with some nasty stuff, and it can be hard on you. Especially what? Oh yeah? I don't blame you. I've worked in a couple of places and they weren't too bad, but I've known enough people that have worked in the restaurant industry that the food may taste good, but that doesn't mean it's... Yeah, I don't put too much thought into it because if I don't think about it, I'm not worried about it. But once I start thinking about it too much, yep. Okay, sounds good. Well, it's always good to see you. What's the word on the shop?
You just gotta pass that one.
Okay. That works.
I don't think the gas is on.
It's off. There's no gas meter. With as far as the home inspection part, I've done my part. I'm covered, but
Right.
for you, where are we at? This is all that's left of the gas meter, which is to say nothing.
Yeah.
So
Do you think the ONG took it?
probably.
Yeah.
I don't see a two warning flag. So this is all secondhand coming from people I've worked with, but apparently it's more difficult than it used to be to get gas turned on, especially if it's been a little while.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing with the amount of work that has been done here, either they've pulled permits or when OG&E's called out, they're gonna find out that permits were not called
Right.
or not pulled.
Yeah.
So I would be very adamant about having the gas on and verifying that it's on. And what you don't, I mean, if you want to pay me to come out, I will. But you can walk out and turn on the gas
Right.
tank, right? You
Yeah.
don't need me for that.
Yeah.
Because I don't want them to get stuck, even if it is an electric furnace
Right.
and they're not going to freeze.
Yeah.
They still want to be able to eat.
Right.
And if there's an issue, like once they bought the house, it's on them. The
Right.
walls are so, and hopefully you got enough leverage with,
Right.
good luck selling it.
Yeah.
And I'll be sure to, because you've now disclosed that there's no utility or there's no
Right.
gas. And,
Right.
I don't
It
know
is
if there's,
weird.
yeah.
I've never seen them take the whole meter with them.
Yeah, we see it, but it's usually on investment properties.
Really? Gotcha.
And it's more of a somebody's not paying the bills
Right.
or it's been vacant for a long time.
Right. Which this one has. Okay.
Yeah. And then
Right.
there's always the possibility that there's a thing called a pressure test where they'll pressurize all the lines just to make sure they hold gas, right? Because
Right.
we don't want gas leaking
Yeah.
out. But they're a lot more, especially if the house has been vacant for a while, a lot more on them to make sure that everything's done properly
Yeah.
before they let you turn on the utilities.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay. Okay.
one of the things I'm working on right now is doing some videos, training videos for
Nice.
guys.
Yeah.
So I lost the clip, so I guess it's not a body cam anymore.
Yeah.
But
That's
did you
cool.
mind if I doesn't do it in
Yeah.
different parts of the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Thanks.
just go hang out my car and you can just text me or just come get me whenever
Okay.
you're done if you want me
Yeah.
to.
I mean, you don't have to, but
It's warmer in my car.
is the heat on here?
I don't think, I mean, it's not on, definitely not, but it might be working. Toilet works, I've tested the plumbing.
That's good.
Yep.
Okay. It's on heat. Why did it set Oh no, it's off. So it's set on 74, but it's at 57, so it's off.
Yeah. No HVAC up there? Or furnace, nothing?
I didn't see one.
Huh.
I thought I saw where it led back, but it just returned.
I see the ductwork up here. My life there. Ductwork.
Yeah.